asked all the time, Anna, what do you think are the worst trends of fall 2021? Well, you know I'm not one to share my opinion, and I definitely never want to be controversial, but if you're gonna twist my arm, I'll share with you what I think are the worst trends for fall 2021. And yes, I am in my son's nursery right now. It's a long story. All right, if I haven't scared you off yet, welcome to my son's nursery. Let's get to the first trend for fall 2021 that I'm just not loving. So the first trend I'll mention that I'm not quite into, I love it, but I don't like it, and I'll explain. So leopard print coats were seen on the runway. Lots of models walking around with leopard print coats. Leopard print was really huge for a while. It's died down a lot. I'm kind of glad about that. But I did love these leopard print coats. I think they're gorgeous. However, in real life, IRL, hashtag, I don't see these being a very practical trend. If you were to buy yourself a leopard print coat, you'd probably take a picture in it. You'd probably wear it to an event and walk into the room and everyone looked at you and think, oh wow, she has so much style and uniqueness and something, I don't know what the word would be, but another adjective that screams fashionista. Not sure why I'm so dramatic today. But then where else are you going to wear that? So I do love these leopard print coats for like a photo or an event, a special occasion. But in everyday life, I do not see this being very practical. Now, this is not to be confused with those short little leopard print jackets. Those I do think are very practical and very cute, and I feel like you could wear that all over the place and everywhere. I feel like those are great, but the long coats in all leopard print, it's really got to be your thing. You got to really be ready to wear that, you know, a lot. What do you think? Comment below if you feel like leopard print coats are a good investment or if you feel like it's just a little bit too much. By the way, I will tell you about one trend that seems like no one likes, but I like it. I'll tell you that at the end. Another trend that was seen on the runways, which I hope it doesn't make it into stores like it was on the runway, and that it does happen a lot. It'll be on the runway and you're like, oh, that's interesting, and then but by the time it makes it all the way down to the boutiques and everything, it's, you know, it looks a little more wearable. So I hope this one just gets more wearable. But those upholstery looking prints that were on the runway, I'm not into that. And I know prints are very individualized. Like, you know, some people like certain prints and some people like others, and this is all your personal preference, but my personal preference, I'm not into these upholstery looking prints. I kind of feel like it looks like you're walking around in curtain. Like you watched The Sound of Music and saw Julie Andrews make those kids' clothes in curtains, thought that was a great idea, and you went and did it yourself. Comment below if you know what I'm talking about and you also love The Sound of Music. By the way, Captain Von Trapp, as an adult looking at him now, I'm like, oh, you fine. So chunky knits were really big on the runway, and they're really big for fall. Like the cable knit sweaters, the really big knitted sweaters, knits in general were really big for fall and on the runways. And I love knitwear. But as far as the chunky sweaters and those chunky knits go, I really think you have to be careful there. For me, and possibly for you if you have a larger bust, when we put on big chunky knits, like with big cable knits and really thick yarn, I've said it before and I will say it again, we just end up looking like the abominable snowman or some kind of linebacker that's playing on the football field because that's where linebackers play. I'm 80% sure, and I don't think we want to look like that unless we're an actual linebacker. Correct me if I'm wrong. I do love the chunky knit sweater. I think it looks really great on a lot of people who have the right type of body for that, but for most of us, or if you're a little bit bigger up top, it just doesn't work all the time. So that's just kind of why I'm not in it. I guess it's a personal reason. The next trend that I am definitely I'm not into. There's no occasion where I will be called dead wearing this one, and that is the baggy pants, the baggy jeans. Does anyone remember Jinkos? Because I had a pair when I was in 9th grade. Was that 9th grade? Somewhere around there. Somewhere around middle school. I had some Jinkos and some really baggy pants, and I wore flannel shirts with that, and it was pretty awful look. I'm pretty sure my mom was horrified. In any case, baggy pants they do look really great on the models you see wearing them and on a lot of people who know how to style those. But my style capabilities, they stop somewhere before baggy pants or baggy jeans. I just don't know how to style those. I don't know how to make them look good. It could be that they just don't look good on me again, but I feel like they're hard to really look good on a lot of people. I also feel like they're not flattering. So a lot of us want to wear clothes that are flattering to our figures, whether that be something that's tighter on the top or loose fit or flowy or short or long or whatever the case may be. But who do baggy pants flatter? Like, what kind of body or person do they flatter? In any case, comment below if you like baggy jeans, if you like that look, or if you like it on other people but not yourself, or you love it on yourself, or you are obsessed with baggy jeans. Let me know. So I have a question. Did you or anyone you know own one of the teeny tiny little bitty bags that were really popular and trending a little while ago? I'm talking teeny tiny, like you can't fit your cell phone. You might be able to fit a credit card. You can definitely fit your lipstick. Like you could fit your lipstick in there and maybe some like Tic Tacs, and then that was kind of it. And they're little teeny weeny bags. You just carry them around like this, you know? Anyway, those are kind of gone. It's all over. No more teeny tiny bags. Now, the pendulum, did I say that right? Why do I not know English when I do videos? In any case, that thing that swings back and forth, it's now swung over to the ginormous bag category. And ginormous is the actual word. Do not go look that up. But it is the really big bags are back in. And I say back in because they were really in style a long time ago. And when they were in style, I remember us all piling things in there like we were Mary Poppins. Put the lamp in there, our dog, and then our shoulders were all out of whack and we started seeing chiropractors, so I'm not into this one. I think the really huge bags are just very bad for our backs, and we don't want that. I do love a nice size bag for like my laptop or, you know, stuff for my baby and that kind of thing, but the really huge ones, that's not a trend I'm gonna be into. I just feel like, again, it's impractical unless you need a duffel bag and you're going somewhere for a week, in which case, why don't you just buy a duffel bag? So yeah, I'm not into that one, but let me know if you are. Comment below if you like the big bag. Another trend I've kind of noticed that has been happening and I'm not really into, and that is the shapeless layering. So you have like baggy on the bottom, baggy on the top, and then maybe a baggy jacket over it. Not into that. I feel like baggy everywhere just makes you look like you're about to go steal things from the 7-Eleven. Stick it in your pocket, down your pants, and like up your sleeves and stuff. I also don't think it looks great on that many people. I mean, you're basically putting yourself in a huge canvas. I just feel like if you have baggy on the bottom, something should be fitted up top, or baggy on the top, fitted on the bottom, or just be body skimming and like maybe a little loose fit, but not oversized everywhere. So the trend that it seems like a lot of people don't like, because I'll read about it where people talk about the one trend they don't like, or, you know, the trend that's awful or whatever. Those are terrible names. They're much better than that. But anyway, it's the puffer jacket. And you know, I live in Florida. Do I have use for a puffer jacket? No. Will I be buying one? No. Do I think they look good on every single person? Also no. But that being said, I guess I just like puffer jackets because I do feel like they're very useful. Not in Florida, they're not useful at all here, but when I lived in Boston, for 3 years, and I could wear a puffer jacket. I had a puffer jacket, I could put on a tank top, my little Florida tank tops, put on a puffer jacket over that thing, and out the door, and I felt great. I mean, it worked, it did its job, and then I looked like a little, you know, snowman walking down the street. So yeah, I guess in terms of fashionability, that is not a word, but I made it up and it sounds right. It's not very flattering. It's a puffer jacket, but it is very practical. I mean, you can use a puffer jacket and feel very warm and, you know, keep yourself nice and toasty and not have to wear all those layers, like I said. So let me know what you think, which ones you agree with or which ones that you are like in love with or not in love with. I love hearing from you guys. You know, I love talking about trends because they're a lot of fun, but ultimately everyone should wear what they want to wear. I feel like everyone should know what the trends are and know what's going on in the fashion world, but I feel like it's just to kind of give you more information so you can pick from these things and decide what looks good on you and what works for you and your life. That's how I feel. In any case, thank you for stopping by. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it and a thumbs down if you did not. Consider subscribing to my channel, and I will see you next time.